Hey guys, and welcome back to another Our SeaWorld Adventures. My name is Heather, and today we're going to make a video about tips and tricks. And today, I'm going to make a tips and tricks video for interactions, because a lot of you guys watch our interaction videos, and I get a lot of responses from you guys saying that you guys really like them, or inspired by them to go out and do interactions by yourself, and to go out there and go to aquariums and go to SeaWorld and do interactions there, which is amazing. Interactions can really inspire others to want to do things like that, and want to respect animals and want to care for animals, which is ultimately my goal. But before I get into some of the tips and tricks on that, I want to give a little backstory on how I got to wanting to do interactions. So how I wanted to do interactions was all through Ashton. Ashton is one of the other co-owners of this channel. We're both owners. And on the first day of school in science class, our teacher had asked us what we wanted to be when we were older. And I had said I want to become a marine biologist, I want to work at SeaWorld, and you hear Ashton all the way from the other side of the room scream, "Me too!" And that's how we just became friends. And then she had told me by the end of the day, like, do you go to SeaWorld and do interactions? Like, do you bring dolphin toys? And I was like, no, I don't understand. So she brought me to SeaWorld, and it was with a whole bunch of our friends, Julia, Braden, Kai, Ashton, and I. There were, like, people, I don't remember who went, but this is a while ago. We basically kind of did interactions all day in different places. We had interactions with the seals, Wild Arctic. We went to Dolphin Cove and we had dolphin interactions there. And honestly, it was so inspiring. And my first interaction ever was without a toy, and that's also what inspired me to want to do what I'm doing now, which is making this video and also wanting to become a trainer in the future. Basically, today I'm going to give you 5 tips and tricks on ways, and kind of advice as well, on ways that you guys can kind of have a better interaction with the animals and overall just be very satisfied with your interaction. The first one is to really respect the guests and people around you, and for the first couple of times that I'd had interactions, you get very hyped up and you get very excited. You start wanting to do bigger and more things, but you really have to realize there are guests there who paid money to go and see these animals. So you should really respect the people who are coming in. So sometimes Ashton and I will be there and we'll be interacting with an animal and we might accidentally get in the way of a picture. And the guests will normally really just tell us, like, can you please stop? And we'll tell them, oh, I'm so sorry, we'll move, and we end up moving and it's okay. You also have to make sure that's okay, it happens, it's not the end of the world. But if you are in a situation where somebody does confront you about the type of stuff in a non-respectful way, you make sure you go tell an educator or somebody that works at SeaWorld or the aquarium, rescue facility, wherever you are at with interactions, and tell them, because it is very important for you to stay safe. Number 2, whenever you have interactions, it's good to bring smaller things. I learned that from experience of bringing bigger things and bringing bigger toys and bringing bigger EEDs as it can. Attract dolphins to want to go over and play with you, or seals, or whatever animal you're trying to interact with. But then again, it does get in the way with guests, like in the first tip/trick/advice. So just mind that. And also, you don't want to have to carry that around all day, so it's just better for you to have a smaller one. And the point of this is because once, like, Ashton and I would go to SeaWorld probably at least 2, maybe even 3 times a month, and a lot of people don't get to go that often, and so we are very grateful and very blessed. But what I'm trying to get around is, when you go, you want to have a small interaction toy that you can put either above, near, underneath, next to, somewhere around your face. That is really how the dolphins kind of memorize your face and start building a bond with you, and start remembering you, and start really just putting their trust in you, and it's very important for when you become a trainer. Ash and I are trying very hard to start a bond with one of the animals. We both have dolphins that really we see a lot often that want to come over and play with the toys that we have, so they really just kind of have gotten used to us, and I think it's very important for that. reasons too when you become a trainer or whatever job thing you want to do at an aquarium or whatever. It is very important for that to happen. Relationship is the key. Number 3, whenever you go down to the underwater viewing to do interactions or above water or whatever, usually there's an educator. For some weird reason, at SeaWorld of Orlando, at the dolphin underwater viewing, there hasn't been one there. And it's not that we don't think it's awesome, like we think it's cool because then we can get away with some stuff, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, we don't like it because there are a lot of people who either tap on the glass or they bang on the glass or they just do things that the dolphins can't exactly get away from, and they can't just stop hearing it. Like with us, we can just walk away, or we can put in headphones, or we can just do something like that. Dolphins can't, and they can't get away from the sound. So with people banging on the glass, they don't necessarily like it, the dolphins. So one polite way to, confront them about it is to be like, hey, I've talked with these trainers and these educators, and from the past, I've been told not to tap on the glass, and I don't work for SeaWorld, but this is just something that I was told, and it's a rule here at Dolphin Cove. Can you please not do that? And if they necessarily don't listen to you, or literally just don't listen to you, or if they don't understand and they speak another language, it's a completely different thing. But if they just are not taking it seriously, it's really important to just go out and try to find an employee. The employees do know the rules because the educators do switch out eventually around the park. Number 4 is to just have fun. A lot of times whenever I go, I just want to have an interaction and I need it to be this, and you're just very, very wanting to have an interaction. That attitude isn't really going to get you an interaction. You need to be confident but not cocky. If that makes any sense. You have to be confident in yourself and just be confident, I can do this, but not too much as in I have to do it and this is going to happen. Just not too harsh on yourself. Not too much of that, because then it's just not gonna happen, and they can sense that. And number 5 is to, when there is an educator down at the underwater viewing, to always respect the educators. They are people, and they are humans. So we all do make mistakes. They might say something that might offend you, or they might give misinformation to a person. But you really have to understand that, they're going to learn from their mistakes, and we don't need to fix them because we don't work there, and we don't necessarily, as just guests at SeaWorld, able to just give them if you know what I mean. We don't have the right to tell them that because they work there and we don't. I don't know how that works exactly, but I think you get what I mean. Like that type of deal. Just respect them and just kind of go along with them because they do work for a really good company. So let me just tell you that. That is just kind of my tips and tricks video. I hope you enjoyed. I know Ashton might post a new video soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have not seen Behind the Dream, it is an awesome series that we're starting up. I'm almost done with episode 2, so I am extremely excited, guys. So you guys should go see it. The first episode is about me. It's about how I want to become a trainer, why I become a trainer, my experiences, my SeaWorld story, just all of that goodie. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. Bye!